Afternoon at the MCG. In fact, it's cooler than cool. It's a
he turns over, which is just a ridiculous rate. We're just seeing just what this.
We're watching today, and in the back half of the year, that's for sure. The impact of Nick Day lost by 25 points, and now here we are after both teams have had the ball.
That challenge of Collingwood trying to change angle Taylor Walker. Craig McRae has said to
a little pause, and then Cameron and O'Brien go for it, and it's Cameron who got the sent to do all the hard work. Couldn't take the mark, took out his frustration on Darcy Moore. And for the... that's just ducked into the left. Maybe got some hands on it. Maynard shut down, quick snap Rochelle. Also up quickly, goes as long as he can. He's behind, had Howard, he wanted him, Walker. Laird, Murphy, will it be the captain come calling? Well, he did, but... And even Elliott and young Harrison, who dropped into the spot and takes Fogarty. He can kick at 60. Don't think he got the best part of the ball. And here comes Myercheck. For him, Adams, crisp. They're on the fingertips. It's Josh Dacos. It's a vacant square, which means now he's ready again for the hottest spot. Taylor Walker out, it's back in Adelaide hands. Jones hustles it forward. Saligo, Fogarty was outstanding. Perfect man to give to, because can go from there to the square. He's getting a bit of regular possession now. Dacos and Dacos. The footy was the sub on the King's birthday, but has kept his place in the team, and maybe that's why. Ball in dangerous places during the season, and usually he is extremely reliable. He got a little bit over-eager, Murphy, and that allowed Walker to sneak in, and Pedler should, and on the for the season. He might have just tried to force that a bit too hard. Myercheck again was hunting it. Murray caught in the clutches this time this year. Elliott missed his moral, surging forward the youngster, because it's such a great guide to today. Elliott got free in the run, hard away from goal. Adams was perfectly placed, and here's Elliott, give him a metre. Job for the Crows, a stumble, a difficult goal to dispose of correctly. Got through the Keys tackle. Penalty storming and delivering. But Harry Corridor, Johnson, a tumbler that's on its way. The Jibs thought he could get past Jones, but he didn't give up the chase. Up to half forward. It's polite fashion. He was happy to accept. Keys. Walker stayed off more for a moment, and that was all. Dacos, he knew exactly where the little brother was, and he's able to locate goals 12. And unfortunately, it can happen to anyone. And went for the big man Cox. Sloan doing a mighty job. Bobby Hill work from him. Through Laird to Chase Jones again. Jeremy Howe had a wild Dacos. One after the other every single time. This is a different story. This is 51 metres at the MCG. Right to the lost, Butts didn't give up though. Now it's Myercheck again. Hinge came with extra energy. He went straight at a Hill and Elliott. They seemed to be on the collision course. They had all the... Not in the best spot to be able to kick, so he plays it back to Worrell. Just nudged it into the Dacos. Hand off to Paddy Lipinski. The Pies are firing. Harrison, driving ball for Elliott again. Shots haven't been as reliable this year as they once were. Billy Beers. Dawson trying to lift his team with a long shot. Howe did enough. Quilthorpe is their lone goal kicker, doesn't try it there. Instead, it was a very low percent, 50. Lipinski had a good look to the inside. He goes for Adams. Taylor Adams, he's never kicked double figures in a season. He's able to defender. It's Murphy who has to leave Taylor Walker to try and aim. Murphy, and the danger does rise. Rochelle takes... He's going to be a mainstay. He's going to have to kick big goals. With the delivery for Johnson. Bobby Hill. He deserves. Aina steps in. Spoilt for choice. He goes for Mitchell. That might be 50. And there is a huge gulf at the moment. The top sides. Now the most important part. Saligo. Yes, he's curled it. All right, and at half forward, buzzing around again was Dacos. Upended Lipinski. Now Mitchell the next to crop all that, but it does go Adelaide's way. Ings edges it forward. Straight to down points at half-time. The Crows started this to the 100-gamer. And Dawson took a couple of extra metres on offer and delivered on a plat half. They missed them all. Luke Pedlar, he missed his just.
That's an assertive lead.
There's movement everywhere. Rankin's turn in the post. Kicks from outside the field of play. Just going to drop a little short, but there is an opportunity. It was Rankin, then it was Rochelle. To O'Brien, and then to Jones into the middle. There's crows everywhere. And this right now is one of them, and Isaac Rankin shows. Into the pocket. Elliott, Myercheck, and the kicked any. And he still hasn't. 5 behind. Thilthorpe in front. Didn't utilise that. Not his fault. They came again, McHenry. Thilthorpe had no idea that Johnson was there. He destroyed Pedlar. Taylor Walker, 2 to beat. And impossible. Just would behave itself for Fogarty. He goes baseline, and Murphy.
It's a magic from Pendlebury.
The former captain, he softened the kick. He encouraged Cameron to. Taylor Walker, 55 metres out. Oh, he's ticket to Seatstra. They had to use it. Fogarty off the left boot, the big ruckman. Oh, lead from Pedlar, but the kick went wider to Fogarty on the march. How big this is. Adelaide are hot and getting hotter. Incredible. It was a beautiful kick. That must have been a little too far in his mind. And unfortunately, inside 50. Well centred for Chris. Oh, Hill went early, and Chris Mark. He's such a constant. But it can get to anyone.
9 marks, 10 tackles.
Taylor Walker, the old skip. What a difference it makes when you take your chances. In the corner with 3 pies. Out it goes, but it's coming back. Darcy, the square. That's where the heat is. Harrison! What a moment. The big guy. Shoulders drifting deep, but instead that was a very clever. They are right up there, Adelaide Crows. Taylor kicked 3 in the third. TG. At one end, it's Tex. At the other, it's the tackle there too.
The flight just before.
There's a whistle through his amazing career. He's on stage. One, Rankin, they work the outskirts. It's not going to be an easy shot for goal. Walker wants it long. Moore is back there, pack, and try and spoil, which he does. To try and take the mark. And that could be a sign. Soligo on the turn. Henry kept on coming. Walker's got 2 to deal with, and one of the 2 was Hoskin. Elliott. Sloane's taken down. It was a Collingwood advantage, though. Nick to Josh Dacos. They might create another. And this is just quietly 5 straight for to Slow. Started as the sub, been tremendously influential. A couple of old hands. The vacant goal square was there for Tom Mitchell.